you, if anybody would like a picture of it, this is your chance. We're just going to stop up here on the left. Yeah. Does anybody recognise it from the television? No? You don't? No. It's like Harry Potter. I've never seen Harry Potter either. No? And what's the other one? The Lord of the Rings or something? I've never seen that either. Folks on the right hand side. Next month is the British Open's being played here. Yeah. Right in here, yeah. You'll, I mean, it's a typical links course. You know, it looks pretty benign, doesn't it? A bit like St Andrews, but it's this what's coming off the water. You know, that's the tides and the winds and etc., which makes a big difference. Coming by here normally you wouldn't even know it's just a nice gentle course, but they're really building it up. The open village etc. is all. It was well in place 2 or 3 weeks ago, so you can see where it's up to now. Right, look at this to the right. You see, there's all the courtesy vehicles. You see with all the, you know, to pick people up. Yeah, indeed. The open. Yeah, Mercedes-Benz. You clearly that stuff, you know, but the containers, etc.
Oh yeah.
People who have these holiday homes across on the left, they can rent them out, you know, for the duration of time, like St Andrews. They're still building, I believe, yeah. Well, there you open, the 148th. Portrush, one word. You see the claret jug on the side of the jar there. I wonder if that's that might be the score. You know, where they go inside the cars. Could well be there when they come off the 18th, huh? I would think.
Yeah, it's around it.
Sure is. Look at the shop over there, and these. Oh, look at this. Deary me, this has gone up just in the last couple of weeks, even more so. Open deliveries, wow.
People across the street, they'd rent their houses for a week. Just wow, yeah. Who pays the taxes anyways for a year?
I don't do that, but that's what they say. I don't know. You don't want to be coming down here. It's been. They're temporary. Yeah, they can lift these out just now. You know, that's fine. Please don't stand up in the coach if they're overhead or anything. But you will need them when we stop at there. Yeah. $30. That would give you an hour and a half. Not too long, I don't think. What do you think? Okay. Let's hold hands and contact the living again back there. Come on, chaps. Look at the bridge on the right hand side here, folks. That's the Peace Bridge, 2011. We're going to meet Brendan just on the at Ronan on the opposite side. I want to keep calling them Ronan. I've read it, I don't know why. But that's the Peace Bridge. You'll be able to take pictures of that also. Here's something behind us. can have more time if you want to, but I don't think on a Sunday, I don't think you'll, I'll just pick an hour and a half haphazardly. I think an hour and a half probably would be enough time for you here, quite frankly. I like the statue here on the end. You see, this is symbolic of the two different communities reaching across the void, hand to hand. You see? Cool, isn't it? Yeah. Round we go. We're going all the way around. Round, round, round. Keep going round. That's it. That's it. Super. So this is the Guildhall here, folks, and let's see if Ronan, our Irish guide, is here for us. He's pretty good time-wise. There he is.
Thank you, Ian. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Derry. Welcome to Londonderry. My name is Ronan McNamara. Just in case you think your eyes are deceiving you, there's no need to adjust. I just happen to have a Chinese mum and an Irish dad. So my friends call me Chirish, and I have a mum who is a Buddhist. One might say she's neither a Protestant Buddhist nor a very large British Army base called Everglades Barracks, and it was a base since 1830. St. Eugene's Cathedral, a Catholic cathedral dating back to 1873. But keep your eyes to your right hand side. You'll see a mural of four faces: Mother Teresa, Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, and a local man by the name of John Hume, who received a Nobel Prize for Peace. Also, if you look to your right, you'll see a mural that says Civil Rights Anti-Sectarian. One man, one vote, jobs, not creed. Now, the issue of housing, voting and jobs is something we'll talk about much greater detail in a few minutes, but maybe what I'm going to get right to do is just pull in here to the left hand side for a couple of minutes, and in front of you you're going to see a wall which says you are now entering Free Derry. Well, you have a familiar tale in that if you've been to Belfast, you're aware that we have an issue of identity, in that we see ourselves as either British or Irish. Personally, I like to give you both sides of the coin. This is the British rule, a Free Derry and a United Ireland. This was in 1972 during an event called Bloody Sunday. Very famous Irish rock band by the name of U2 wrote a song called Sunday Bloody Sunday. It's the army. Another tribunal, 2010, Lord Savile says all 14 victims. Sadly, more young people, not less, were joining the IRA after Bloody Sunday. And so, you can only imagine it became a whole series of tit-for-tat killings, like all of these civil wars end up doing. And across from the Free Derry wall, you'll see a mural of a young woman. Don't know if any of you have heard of her. Her name was Bernadette Devlin. At 22 years of age, she became the youngest person ever elected as a Member of Parliament in Westminster. She herself survived an assassination attempt in 1981. Also, there's a very striking image of a young man with a gas mask about to throw a petrol bomb, which again would have been a familiar sight here during the 1970s. And a very poignant mural here on the right-hand side of a 14-year-old girl by the name of Annette McGavigan, who tragically became the first child victim of Northern Ireland's troubles when she died in 1971. Having a daughter myself, the mural, it just reminds me of the futility of the conflict. I have to say personally, it never mattered whether it was a Catholic girl, a Protestant girl, or a police officer, it was always somebody's child. As we make our way up over the flyover, take a look up to your left hand side. Can you see the historic walls, which very shortly we will do a little orientation along. Now I'm trying to do a section of the walls that hopefully will be suitable for everybody. In other words, it's not a walk of Himalayan proportions. It's really just a nice stretch of the legs along part of the wall. Now on the left hand side is the Long Tower Catholic Church, 1783, site of an old church called the Champlain Moor, the Irish for the big church. And up to the right hand side in the distance, the city cemetery, where a very famous hymn writer laid to rest with the name of Cecil Francis Alexander. Her husband was an Anglican bishop, but she herself was a Sunday school teacher, and to inspire the children, well, she wrote children's hymns. And David City, the golden gates are lifted up. So if you look left, can you see the lovely spire there of St. Colum's Cathedral? Anglican Cathedral, 1633. Named after our local patron saint, St. Column, St. Columba, or St. Columkill. Now we'll talk more about that in a few minutes, because we'll be passing by where St. Column is said to have established Christianity in the early 6th century. But in the meantime, the street is called Bishop Street. At the gate ahead, well, that's Bishopsgate. On the other side, and do our little orientation along part of the walls. You all breathe in for Mr. Ryan. Give Ryan a big round of applause, ladies and gents. Now, as Ryan opens his eyes again, he's going to pull up here beside this lovely old building across from the courthouse. And this is where, very shortly, we will be coming off doing our little tour along part of the walls. The boss, Mr. Ian, has left me the voice box, so don't forget your little voice boxes and your earpieces. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
You will know that. Today, sounds weird, with the sound that kills your her mind that slowly killed me when you were blown to keep the cup on the shores of Liberty. We only got the one letter, and we knew right away. It's our decent respects, your son was born.
So, as we said, your small bags are still underneath, folks. So, we got them to take in only the big bags.